Alright, match number 2 on the play. Well, this hand. 2 Rancors, kind of awkward. 2 creatures is enough though, so let's keep it. Turn 1 Young Wolf, turn 2 Rancor if we draw another green source. Or maybe we just play Nest Invader and wait on the Rancor. Mountain. A basic mountain, no less. Well, because of Lightning Bolt, I'm not going to play a Rancor here. Instead, I'll just play Nest Invader after attacks. Well, they didn't bolt us on our end step. But now they are Searing Blazing us, so it does seem like it is burn. Alright, Rancor kind of wastes our mana here, so I'm going to play Nest Invader first. And then 2 Rancors next turn, most likely. Hopefully they'll tap out for another Searing Blaze or something so that our Rancors are safe from being put in the graveyard forever. Curse of the Pierce Heart. That's nice and slow. And another Rancor. Alright, spread out damage here. Young Wolf is definitely something that I want to put them on, so that if they remove the Young Wolf, they just have to deal with the 2/2 Young Wolf. They fall to 11. Let's see if they can win this race. Maybe if they have main deck Electrickery. Main deck Electrickery, land, and then Lightning Bolt one of our creatures when we go to play another Rancor. Might do the job. Alright, Thermal Alchemist. Well, I could sacrifice Eldrazi Scion and Tragic Slip that now, so that I can still play a 2-drop. However, because this sacrifices for mana, I can do that anyway on my turn. I can just sacrifice this for mana, play my 2-drop with the mana from that plus this, Tragic Slip with the Swamp, Rancor with the Forest. So I'll just wait and see what happens first. Young Wolf. Alright. Play the Young Wolf. Play the Rancor. Put that on this one. Sacrifice this. You go away. And bash. And they fall to 2. 3 lethal threats. 4 if you count the fact that if they remove these, I get a Rancor back and can power up the Young Wolf. Alright, and they concede. They have been stuck on land, 7 cards in hand, only 2 lands by turn 5. We'll sideboard. Alright, so we have Duress, and we have Feed the Clan. Burn can empty their hand, so Duress can get worse later on. However, this doesn't just hit instants or sorceries, it also does hit enchantments, so this can hit Curse of the Bloody Heart if they decide to leave it in. They probably won't because they'll bring in some like Trickery and such and take those out because they're slow, but this can gain us life basically just like Feed the Clan can gain us life. So what are we taking out? Read the Bones is out, cost us life, is too slow. Rite of Consumption actually gains us life, so that's staying in. I don't really love Hunger of the Howlpack. It does help us attack faster, but it requires a creature to die, and then it also requires them not to bolt it in response. Unearth is good if they're forced to remove our creatures, because they're so good, but they're not always going to be forced to remove our creatures. They're going to often just try to race by dealing damage to our face. The Unearth is good for re-establishing the board after I get Electrickeried. I could cut a Tragic Slip, but these are my only answers to the Thermal Alchemist, which I would really love to kill. So I think I have to leave all 4 in. Brindle Shoat could potentially come out over an Unearth, because it's kind of slow. But it sacrifices twice to Carrion Feeder and Blood Throne, so I think I'll just submit like this. Alright, only tap lands, but we have a way to gain life. We have 3 creatures and a Rancor, so I think I have to keep. Alright, we get spiked. And there's a Keldon Marauders. Probably going to have to jump block that. Play the only things I really can play. I guess I could have cast a Young Wolf over a Blister Pod. But I'm planning on jump blocking with the plant, not the creature anyway. Gain 3 life with this jump block. And another Keldon Marauders means I'm going to be jump blocking again, which means I'm probably casting Young Wolf this turn. I could play Rancor, but I don't really want to attack and trade into this. So I think I will Duress and Young Wolf. Alright, Chain Lightning for 3. Flame Rift does 4 to each. Yes. Lava Spike does 3. Searing Blaze is pretty bad for us as well. So obviously this does the most damage to our face. And this is the 2-for-1 if they draw a land. So I'd rather them draw a land to be very bad for them. And them just stuck with going Chain Lightning plus Flame Rift. So I'm going to take the Searing Blaze and leave them with Chain Lightning, Spike, and Rift. Alright, they found a Rift Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Lava Rift in hand. They decide not to attack because that just lets us flip over our Young Wolf. And on their turn, we're going to take 4 from the Flame Rift, 3 from this at 7, 8 from the Keldon Marauders going away, and 11 if they draw a land for their Chain Lightning. So we're pretty close to dead. I could play Rancor and then Rite of Consumption just to gain 3 life, but I think that can wait 1 turn. I'll play Land, Nest Invader, and then Rancor. And I'm going to power up this Nest Invader to 6, hit them for 6, and then sacrifice it with Rite of Consumption on my turn is the plan, gaining 6 life. Assuming they don't kill us before then. Alright. Rift Bolt's most likely going face because they're so close to killing us. Yep. Alright, so they have these 2 cards and an unknown in hand. Rift Bolt gets exiled. Chain Lightning hits our face, okay. Well, now they should lose, I believe, because now they're going to deal 7 to us with the Rift Bolt coming off suspend plus the Flame Rift in their hand. But we're going to gain more than 2 life here. We're going to gain 6 life here with our combo. So yeah, let's go Rancor U. Attack. Boom, boom, boom. Take 8. Rite of Consumption U. And they're still allowed to cast Flame Rift, unfortunately. Because we didn't reduce them to 4 or less. Alright, let's see where this Rift Bolt goes. Probably still our face. Yes. Okay, they have Flame Rift and an unknown in hand. And we're going to deal 2 more damage to them here, so they can't even cast their Flame Rift anymore. And we drew Feed the Clan. Yeah, we can't lose. So I should have cast Rancor here, but I'm not even going to because I don't want to lose a Rancor. I'm going to make them... Okay, so I made sure I got in my 2 damage. I guess I could have Rancored the Eldrazi spawn, whatever. It's not important. Then I'm going to Feed the Clan. And now the game is over. Let's go with Brindle Shoat. Now any creature with Rancor plus 1 other creature wins the game. They can't cast this, so it's a dead card. Alright, excellent. And we beat Burn. Well, we drew our sideboard cards, and they drew very poorly. And when your opponent draws very poorly and you draw your sideboard cards, you generally win. Alright, on to the next match.